Hello everyone, welcome to the second stream of the week. Hold on, I need to answer someone's text. There we go. It's time for Ace Attorney though. Ace Attorney Flower at Law. No, this first game I think is called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is before they were given subtitles. This is before they'd even decided to do the entire series, basically. They didn't know how well this game would sell, and then it sold great. And I assume it wasn't very high budget either. I assume this game was probably pretty low budget, being a handheld release, and also being a visual novel. That has no bearing on the quality, mind you. It's just something that is worth noting about, you know, why this series has gone on for so long. I am just finishing off this text. Right, there we go. Right, the news, shall we? Let's get the news up. The news segment. Right, that's done, and it's not meant to be blue, it's meant to be green. Ooh! What is this music? It's not even music, it's just like noise. Anyway, yes, schedule for the week. We're going to be doing Ace Attorney at the same time next week. I don't know what my line of dialogue is going to be next week. Like, it kind of depends on what happens today, I guess. I kind of want to get through this whole case today. I think we will. I think we'll get through Turnabout Sisters. But I am enjoying this a lot. That first stream I did of this was really fun. It kind of threw me a curveball, and I was like, what the fuck? You can do that? You can do this to a character in like the first mission? So already I am enjoying how subversive it is, but also how fun it is. Right, I need to charge my phone as well. I got everything ready to go before this. I had like OBS up, everything set up, and I forgot to do everything in real life though, which includes charging up my phone in case I get a call that I need to answer. Or anything, really. Right, that's done. Is this Shantae music? Yeah, it is. Shantae is a very particular style of music that I am quite aware of. We will go through the news in a second, chat. Just getting my mobile phone sorted. And there we go. Right. So, the news. I recently played, over the last 2 days, Final Fantasy XIV 7.3 patch, The Promise of Tomorrow. That is currently out on my YouTube. It's around 6 hours long. I think this is the longest patch in the entire game. Like, I think 5.3 is quite long, but not as long as this. There's quite a lot of bulk to this. It didn't feel like 6 hours, though. I don't know if that's like a positive or a negative, but yeah, I just cracked through it and I got it done in 2 days. And yeah, I would stand and say, without spoiling anything, that this is quite a satisfying resolution to the Dawn Trail storyline. However, I am quite ready to move on. There's one particular story beat that I'm not too excited for with the teaser, but I'm hoping that it just means we're going to be getting the segue to a new villain. But we'll see. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm hoping the writing will be better in the later patches. Because while this is pretty good, the writing is still in some places. I think they've definitely improved on the things that like really sucked. But it's still kind of there, I'd say. Anyway, next. the next scattershot playthrough I can talk about now that I finished Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I was going to play Heartworm, which is a survival horror game that came out recently, a small indie one, but I decided against it. I'm going to save that to Halloween. I might even save it for next year, I don't know. But I don't have time for it right now because I want to get started with the Castlevania DS games. These are games that I wanted to play throughout the year, and I kind of like held off on them until now because this is when I played the GBA ones. So that includes Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia, I think, are the three. So yeah, that's going to be those three. I'll probably be doing them in order, maybe have like a little bit of a gap in between. But no, I'm looking forward to playing through those finally. It's been... I'll finally have done all the Castlevania games of what I want to play, basically. I might want to play the Mercury Steam Castlevania games at some point, but I've heard that they're kind of rough, so we'll see. But I am looking forward to Dawn of Sorrow. I'm not the biggest fan of the change in art style. I kind of miss the more gothic style that they had before, but I'll get used to it because they went for kind of more 2D hand-drawn of this. As you can see here, everyone looks like they're part of a Saturday morning cartoon, which isn't a bad thing. Just something I noticed. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, chat. I have finished it. All the recordings. I've been quite busy recordings recently. In fact, I did Dawn Trail and I've done Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. This is a very good game. I would rate it very highly among the other Ninja Gaiden games. I'd probably say it's my favorite out of the arcade trilogy. Like the way it just designs itself to just adapt everything from them and actually being fun to play. It's well balanced. It's not too difficult either. It's actually pretty fair. Like, it's a great goddamn game. The only complaint I've heard from people is that it's too long, it's too short, and I disagree. I think it's a perfect length for a Ninja Gaiden game. Any longer, and I would have been kind of like, this game's going on a bit too long. But no, yeah, music is great, graphics are great, gameplay knocked out of the park. Probably the best like comparison I can give is this feels like the Sonic Mania of Ninja Gaiden. Just a revitalization of the old IP in a way that's new, fresh, exciting, and just plays really damn well. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, play it, please. Game Kitchen deserve the attention, and they should, you know, get more advertising for this because it's very good. I'm hoping this game is selling well despite the lack of marketing. You know, this game didn't appear in Nintendo Switch's Direct, even though, like, it released around the same time as the partner showcase. It should have been in there. I don't know why it wasn't. Right, we're going to move on to spoiler stuff, chat. Starting with Critter Talk. I'm going to be nerding out for a second over D&D shit. So as I mentioned last stream, I started kind of just talking about my adventure through watching Critical Role's D&D Campaign 2, like how I do anime talk and talking about TV shows. So I'll talk a little bit about that. Spoiler warning for, I think, Campaign 2, Episode 35 to Episode 40. I'm not going to go too much into spoilers, actually. In fact, they're going to be very light spoilers, but I will say I really enjoy the Indiana Jones arc that are going on right now, exploring a tropical island with, like, snakes, a hydra, other cool shit. I wish I could do more, like, temples in D&D. That's, like, one of the things I'm trying to improve upon for my own running game when I get to Daggerheart, is I need to change how I do notes, because the way I do notes is not helpful for me or for the players. So I'm going to be changing how I do note making and kind of like developing the world first and then like writing session specific notes for the campaign. Because otherwise I just sit there, write a bunch of things, and then it's like, but the players did this differently. I think it makes more sense to write the world rather than writing the individual sessions. So that's my plan with that going forward. But no, I enjoy the Indiana Jones nature of these episodes. I enjoy puzzles, and the puzzles I saw were very good. Anime talk! Anime talk! I actually watched 2 more episodes this morning, so the reaction count is wrong. It should say E5 to 14, but it's fine. We'll just talk about the episodes leading to episode 14. So, I mentioned last time that I was a bit struggling a little with the pacing, and I think my issue with Steins Gate Zero compared to Steins Gate Regular is the structure is a lot less focused. With Steins Gate main show, there was kind of a natural progression of things, like doing the D-mails, and then going back in time to counteract the D-mails, dealing with one character at a time. Steins Gate Zero feels like it's going all over the place. Like, we have an episode about Cesaro, we have an episode about Maiho, we have an episode about Mayori's child who comes from the future and keeps calling her mummy. There's a lot more fan service in this show as well that I think feels like padding. I'm not hating the show, mind you. I'm not sitting here and stickling to that this is a bad show. There's plenty of good stuff in it, but I'm not enjoying it as much as the main one, I don't think. I wouldn't even say that they're that comparable, because a lot of the stuff that is good in this is just redoing what they did in the previous show, like the episode where Christina says goodbye to Okabe is just the same thing as Steins Gate, the first show, and it just kind of feels that they're riffing on what has already been done. And yeah, it's fine. I think the animation's good. There's a lot of scenes that kind of feel inconsequential, and are just kind of there to say, oh, look at these wonderful characters living their lives, and like I said, there's a lot more fan service in this than the first show. My god. Like, every other scene is someone, like, either, like, grabbing someone's boob, or like, everyone wearing, like, weird outfits, or just Daru being strange. Like, actually, arguably, probably the best part of this show is, I would say, is Daru and Cesaro. They are the two characters who I like the most in this show, anyway, because of their relationship. And I'm curious to see what they do with Cesaro going forward. I don't like the Mayori child arc. I think that it's just kind of came out of nowhere, and I kind of watched this show for the time travel stuff, and I don't know what they're doing with the brainwashing, the memory. I thought they were doing something with Amadeus, and now they're not doing it. I think Mayho's a cool character, even though they keep joking about her height, which is, you know, again, fan service. But I am enjoying it, but I am taking it slower, and I could definitely find myself kind of losing interest a lot more than the main show. I think the main show had me gripped by episode 12, but this one is currently struggling with that. Again, it may improve. I don't know. This might be a slower burn than Steins Gate, the main show, but I think that this struggles from certain elements. I got another text. Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a sec, chat. Alright, there we go. And then yeah, currently playing, still doing AI Limit, still a very good game, and I'm also playing Eternity 2, which has been fantastic so far. Right, guess the game. Let's get through that quickly before ending this. Oh god, what the hell's this? Exit 8, the original. You know, it kind of reminds me of Kota a little bit. It looks like a Star Wars game. Knights of the Old Republic. It is not a Star Wars game. I don't know what this is, man. Oh, I was about to say Yakuza game. It's called Red Steel. Okay, it's like a Wii remote. It's made by Ubisoft. Okay. Probably a part of Ubisoft doesn't exist anymore because of all the layoffs. Another game I don't know. Shadow Man. Oh, I think we're running out of games, chat. Oh yeah, I don't know any of these. Oh wait, is this Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, I think. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. Chocobo, not Dungeon 2? Is it Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? But a 3DS one. Oh my god, Gates to Infinity. I'm never gonna get it, chat. What's the 3DS one called? Explorers of Sky. It was this Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. It's spoiler warning for guess the game. I forgot to turn it off. It's Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Also welcome in Maelstrom. This is, oh god, the Sonic R right now. I just realized you came during Can You Feel the Sunshine? Oh, what the fuck's this, man? There's so many stupid video games. Anyway, we're done. There needs to be less dumb video games. There needs to be more video games like, what's that game called? Mind Eye, which are dumb and like actually really bad. Like, you know, make less games like Mind Eye. Just make like good games, chat. Make good games. You know, it's simple. Right. Let's get started, shall we?